Hi, this is Mark Hubert, and welcome to iPhone 13 101. Well, I've got something to tell you for what it's worth. I was away for a while not because I didn't miss you guys, but I had to go back to college and to get a degree in journalism to finish what I have started 20 years ago. And I went back there to get it, to finish it in my 40s. So I hope you understand and forgive me. So today we're going to discuss thoroughly about the new iPhone 13. Well, a fingerprint scanner is still nowhere to be seen. A fingerprint scanner is still nowhere to be seen. There is no fingerprint scanner on it. Thus, they didn't care about the ongoing epidemic. Why? Because, let me demonstrate briefly. There is no fingerprint scanner. Thus, you're going to have to always pull your mask down like this or entirely remove it. Either you use the Face ID. Well, no, you stop right there. I know what you're going to say. Hey, this is Mark Hubert, and I'm back. And my job is to try to bring back the legendary Mac buying coach named Mark Hubert back. So I'm aware that there is a way to unlock with your mask on. I knew it. But it works intermittently. And the sensor is not advanced enough to scan your retina. Thus, sometimes you may have to remove your mask, but if you are not fully vaccinated, you might wind up, get infected. So there is no fingerprint scanner. There is no in-display. There is no side-mounted. There is no rear fingerprint scanner. Nothing. They did not embed the fingerprint scanners in a home button. And you might say things like, well, I can just use 4-digit code. Well, you have the right. Because this is Senator Mark Hubert of the republics of stone kangaroos. Yeah, you can exercise your amendment. But this is 2021, and you're using 4-digit code. There is no in-display fingerprint scanner. I mean, give me a break. ProMotion display. Well, let me tell you something. 120 hertz display refresh rate for the display it's good. It's praiseworthy, but this version of ProMotion it's something that you don't have control over it. In other words, you can call this feature adaptive refresh rate. It goes up and down, 0 to 120. You can't manually determine your desired refresh rate. And it depends. I'm a good Samaritan. I'm a good person. Thus, I'm going to say things like, well, you should not buy the iPhone because it's, well, I've been through, anguish. I've been through horrible moments. Well, I ain't gonna tell you that. But as a buying coach, I strongly recommend that you should skip the iPhone 13 not because 13 is a lucky fucking numbers. No, but it is not worth upgrading. Well, if you will. Well, slightly faster, longer battery life. Cinematic approach. Oh wow, deep focus and automatic adjust to like shallow focus. Cinematic approach. 3 times optical zoom. Regardless of if periscope or not, optical image stabilizer or not, ceramic shield. So how can I compare it with or how can it be competed with Gorilla Glass Victus or Short Sensation? What? Give me a break. What about RAM? Nowadays, most Android phones on the market are utilizing. They're trying to exploit a new system. We have come to a new eras of hybrid RAMs or fusion RAM or this particular scheme or this particular gimmicks, or this particular feature allow your phone to merge between temporary RAM and your ROM as a makeshift RAM. So it's like it works like a fusion drive. Like for instance, your phone has got like 8 GB of RAM. It allows some call it extended RAM. It allows your phone to borrow some ROM from the storage department, things like that. But I haven't seen it in the new 13-inch iPhone. What about the RAM? The actual RAM, they never. Did you know that the existing iPhone 8 has only like 3 GB of RAM? Albeit they say things like, well, this is Apple's proprietary exclusive RAM. We have our own RAM and it's faster than the one from Kingston or Transcend. 12 megapixel camera. I ain't gonna talk about periscope lens, but nowadays you can get a mid-range Android phone with 108, 64 megapixel, crammed together on a rear-facing camera. So the thing is, the core fundamental of this video, it's that nowadays App Store is no longer safe. It's no longer some kind of a bunger. If you were a panic-stricken, tech-savvy, I mean, Irish users are being targeted by cyber attackers, particularly the Pegasus, spyware, malware, Trojan horses, and have you updated your iOS? Now you're being targeted by a new stalkware, malware, Trojan. Use the phrase or use the word you like, but it can hack your phone without you clicking it via a specific conduit dubbed iMessage, Apple proprietary iMessage. And the good news is Apple has just allowed developers to guide its existing or new customers to their, paying methods or paying channels. But Apple succumbed to that, and grudgingly to that, because Apple was forced by the court order. It doesn't mean like, well, Apple has been so magnanimous. But it was forced by a court order. First, it's peanut and things like that. So, the point of this video is that, well, you need a review. I'm giving you a review that there ain't no fingerprint scanner. And I'm not going to go deeper. It's about, HDR10 Plus. Or like 2K videos or AMOLED, Super AMOLED. Fast charge, 33 watts. Fast charge, right out of the box, or, autofocus, optical image stabilizer. I think I do know my thing. Autofocus, cinematic approach. What about the battery, size of the battery? What about 5,000 milliamp hour battery? So you're going to have to figure it out carefully and make a wise decision that if you are an iPhone user, I strongly recommend that you should skip this upgrade. Well, iPhone is a great phone. And I have been working for Apple for a very long time. Thus, they saved my ass. So I don't want to be an ungrateful creature here. Thus, I'm going to tell you that it's a great thing, but you should skip the iPhone 13. It's cursed because of number 13. Wait for the one with an in-display fingerprint scanner. An in-display fingerprint scanner and a new battery technology. 5G is not ready. It's like those charging stations in the US right now. Because, for instance, electric vehicles need a new charging technology. So, a 5G phone needs a new technology for its battery. And we are waiting for a solid-state battery. Not a lithium, has been invented in like 1980 something. Including a TFT screen. Nowadays, Samsung phones are currently using a TFT screen. It's been invented in like 1973 or something. And that's the thing. Well, if you're an Android user, you might consider, I strongly recommend an iPhone SE or a dated iPhone 8 with a home button. But I strongly recommend that you should wait for the forthcoming generation of the iPhone with an in-display fingerprint scanner installed and a more megapixel rear-facing camera, because you got 12, baby. And you're doomed if you want to enlarge or magnify that particular photo. You are no more. How about 108, 64? I know, don't teach me about the binning process. You got 108, but it actually takes only like 22, 26. You got 48. It only takes like about 12 or something. I knew they'll lecture me. I used to be the best Mac buying coach in the world. And my job is summon and wait till that guy is back, and we're gonna see through it. And I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna talk about the M1 Mac with a faulty screen. I'll be back shortly, brothers and sisters. Thanks for watching.